Hello, I'm Douglas Johnson, the Day Tripping Adventurer, and here I am on my first outing of 2022, and this will be for Siren Walk number 10. So for this walk, I have 5 sirens I'm planning on seeing. It's a big loop around Los Felize in Los Angeles. I haven't really set myself up for success here. It's 12 miles. I haven't really been walking much, and also I'm wearing new shoes and my toe still hurts. So the first siren is about 2.5 miles down the road here. I'm gonna walk down all the way down Franklin to a street called Argyle, and then I'm gonna have to walk 2.5 miles all the way back to see the second siren. And by that point, I'm hoping I'll know how my feet are gonna do. I set myself up at least that I can bail out at that point, but we'll find out. So let me head on over to that first siren and I'll see you over there. I like how the city hides their water and power buildings. This is a water and power pumping station, but if you come around it, it just looks like, you know, any regular house in the street. So I really appreciate that. The architecture looks great too. All right, on to the siren. Look at this. Look at this arch. The colors. It's like blue and green and all that. It's really cool. Right there is the Hollywood sign. There's Franklin, just turn onto Argyle, and there's all these murals onto this bridge here. You got Charlie Chaplin right there, and I hate that the phone does that. Charlie Chaplin. You got right here, I think that's Desi Arnaz and them from the I Love Lucy show. And then over here, you got John Wayne. The siren's supposed to be right over there, and if you can see right there, I'll get closer to it, but that's the famous Capitol Records building. And right across here, there's our siren, the SD10. Looking at it, I'll get closer. There's a cable hanging here just loosely, so like all the others, there is no power to this SD10, but it's in pretty good condition. It looks a little weathered, but it's not too crazy. I can still see a lot of the original paint. So if you're ever in the Hollywood area, I really recommend coming on over here. It's on Argyle and Yucca, or Yucca, Y-U-C-C-A. And yeah, it's a great Hollywood experience. A little bit of history, a little bit of pop culture, and then just around the corner here, you got the Hollywood sign. So really a nice one. All right, heading on over to the second one. Okay, I walked about 2.5 miles down from the last siren there on Argyle, down in Hollywood. And just down there is the Scientology building. And when you get to New Hampshire here, I don't know if you can see it, but hidden in the trees is our next siren. Let me go over there and get a better look. All right, there it is. There's no wind blowing today, so it's not moving at all. But yeah. You know, there was one on an earlier trip that I said was in phenomenal shape. I think this one rivals it. It's got most of its color scheme, yellow color scheme, still on it. Even on the top, very little rust. Again, there's no power to it. Power's cut. There is a cable running down here. I don't know if it's doing anything. It won't do anything without power. All right, so having seen this one, I have a choice to make. My foot's not feeling too bad. It doesn't hurt. There's no more pain than there was when I started. So the next siren is about 1.5 miles from here. I think I'm gonna go for it because if I go there and my foot hurts, at least my car is only 0.5 mile from there. So let me go head on over to siren number 3 and check out that one. All right, so from the 500, I went west down Sunset till I got to Fountain, then took Fountain down to Hyperion. And then when I got to this building, which I've seen many, many times, it kind of looks like a boat, like a houseboat. I don't know if you can see it, like the little portals, circular portals there. But right across the street from it, there is a Model 7 right there. Let's go get a better look at it right here in Tracy and Hyperion. So yeah, so this one looks a little different, doesn't it? It's got this like metal corrugated, I think it's metal, corrugated structure around it. And then it looks like there's a hole up underneath there you can get into and climb up. And it's covered in graffiti. So you can get up in there and go 360, and it looks like people have done that and tagged it up. But yeah, an old Model 7 that's been heavily tagged. So from here, the next one's probably 1.5 miles, about an hour's walk. Again, my foot's still feeling good, so I'm gonna do it. So I'll see you over at siren number 4. According to the map, there's no way to get from this road to the other road that I need to be on. But if I look at the app on the phone, it says there's a walking path that I can cut through. So we'll see if I can get to where I'm going. Otherwise, it's gonna be a way longer walk than I expected. All right, well, there seems to be a path along this overpass here. Because this is a bridge that will go down and over the LA River. That little pathway, it did come down. There was a staircase. It took me down here to Riverside Drive, and then Riverside, it comes to Los Felize Boulevard. I gotta tell you, this one is difficult to find. I had to walk all the way down through the park, looking around, and then I had to go down. This is the pool house building. This is the kids' park here, and then there's this little alleyway. I had to walk through this alleyway, and then I was able to see it. You see it? It's right over there past the lifeguard chair. So that's where I was just standing, right there. The lifeguard's chair is right there. And right behind me, there's the next siren. It's a 500. Gotta tell you, this one is the most out of the way of any siren I think I've visited yet. I've driven down that road and across this bridge, I couldn't tell you how many times, and I've never seen that siren. It's not in bad shape. Again, you can see the original color, the original yellow color job. There's no power going to this, even though there's a power line right next to it. And I'm assuming it's up on a higher hill here. I'm assuming it was to warn the people in the park here and across the river. I'm sure this sound would travel up and down this river over here. Anyway, number 5 is a little bit of a walk. They're all a little bit of a walk. But the thing that's gonna make the next one more difficult is I kind of have to go up these winding roads and then a staircase and another staircase to the top of a mountain over here, right where the Greek Theater is. Anybody familiar with Los Angeles will know where the Greek Theater is. So I just checked my pedometer. I'm at the 9-mile mark, and the last siren is all the way up those stairs, and then I think on the top of a mountain. And I've been walking uphill for the past half mile. So this one's gonna be fun. So if you see, I've quite literally reached the end of the road, but the siren is supposed to be up there someplace. So let's keep going. All right, there's the gate I just passed through. There's the trail, and I didn't have to come too far. There's the siren, another 500. It's gorgeous. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Like, I wonder if that was a generator for the siren. Man, so Grips Observatory is right there, and I don't know if you can see it all, but the LA basin is out over there. Downtown is right over there someplace, in that Century City over there. So yeah, this thing would have, and there's the mountain. So this thing would have echoed off of everything. There's no power going to it at the moment. Just like all the others, there's no power. It's facing out into the mountain range there. But man, that one was a hike. That was a hike. I had to come. I was down there, and I walked all the way up here. That was about a half a mile. And thankfully, I have water in my backpack. I'm gonna have some water. All right, so thank you for joining me on walk number 10, the first walk of 2022. I believe I did 9.5 miles on this one. I thought it was gonna be longer, but I still have 1 mile to go back to my car. So it's gonna be a total of 10 miles. But I made it. I did all 5. I didn't think I would. So thank you for joining me. You know, as usual, like if you like what I'm doing. Subscribe to see future trips. And yeah, try to get out, explore, find these things. Find the one near Griffith Park. You know, with everything going on right now, being outdoors, they say is the safest thing to do. So get out there. But whatever you do, stay safe and stay healthy. See you on the next one.